Have you ever felt distant from Allah despite doing all the right things on paper? You fast, you give charity, and yes, you pray, but the heart still feels empty. It's like standing under a waterfall, but never getting wet, shower spiritually parched. You see others radiate a kind of peace, a closeness to Allah, and you wonder, what's their secret? What am I missing? Maybe you've asked someone, can you give me a special dua, a powerful dhikr, a secret formula, to finally feel that connection with Allah? But here's the reality. The thing you're missing might be something you already do. Your 5 daily prayers, not the rushed, checklist-style Salah, but the one that transforms your soul, shields your heart, and reconnects you to the divine. If you're ready to rediscover the hidden power of Salah, then stay with me. Because this is not just a reminder. This is a wake-up call at Islamic Echoes. We often talk about the inner connection, the spiritual depth we all long for. But today, I want to take you back to something so foundational, so powerful, yet so underestimated. Your 5 daily prayers. These aren't just ritual movements. They're the rope that connects you to Allah, the therapy your soul craves, the shield that guards you from sin. Yet, many of us treat them as just another chore, something to squeeze between meetings, errands, and social media scrolling. Prophet Muhammad said that no deed is more beloved to Allah than the obligatory acts He has prescribed, and of these, prayer is the crown jewel. But what happens when we treat this divine connection like a burden instead of a blessing? What happens when we rush through Salah without reflecting on the one we're standing before? Salah versus sin. Who's winning? You might be wondering, if Salah is so powerful, why do I still fall into sin? Why do I still feel spiritually stuck? The Quran answers that directly. Indeed, prayer prevents immorality and wrongdoing. Surah Al-Ankabut. The key word here is prevents. Salah isn't just a box to tick. It's meant to be a spiritual weapon. But like any weapon, it must be sharpened and used properly. A dull sword can't protect you. A distracted prayer, performed with a dead heart and wandering mind, will not change you. The Salah that protects you is the one you invest your soul into. The one you show up for, not just with your limbs, but with your heart, your tears. You'll surrender. The river analogy, spiritually bathing 5 times a day. The Prophet Muhammad once gave an analogy so beautiful, it should hang on every believer's wall. He said, if there was a river at your door and you bathed in it 5 times a day, would any dirt remain on you? The companions replied, none at all. The Prophet Muhammad said, that is the likeness of the 5 prayers. Allah wipes away sins with them. Now think deeply. What kind of filth remains on your soul when you skip, delay, or rush your Salah? Salah is your spiritual shower, your daily detox. But are you taking real showers, or are you just spraying water on yourself for a second and walking away? The impact of Salah on the heart. True, Salah isn't just external. It purifies the heart, softens your soul, and reminds you that you're a slave to the most merciful. And when your heart is in the prayer, that prayer begins to change your life. Your anger fades. Your eyes turn away from haram. Your tongue avoids lies. You begin to think before you act. Why? Because 5 times a day, you stood before your Creator and reminded yourself, I belong to Allah. Doesn't matter if you've committed sins. What matters is that you don't let Shaitan convince you to give up the very rope that can pull you out of darkness. Your Salah. Even the worst sinners can be saved by Salah. There's a story from the time of the Prophet Muhammad about a young man who used to commit every type of shameless act. The companions were shocked that someone like him still came to the masjid. Yet the Prophet Muhammad said, leave him. His prayer will eventually stop him from his sins. And it did. This isn't just about rituals, it's about transformation. If you're praying and still falling, don't stop praying. Keep coming back, because the more you expose your heart to Allah, the more He will heal it. What if Salah feels like a chore? If your prayer feels dry, forced, meaningless, don't panic. But don't settle either. Maybe it's time to relearn the meanings of the words you're saying. Maybe it's time to slow down, to pray in solitude, to cry even if you don't know why. Let every Allahu Akbar be a reminder that nothing is greater than Him. Not your problems, not your plans, not your pain. Your Salah. Transform your life. The greatest proof of the power of Salah is not in your outward performance. It's in the inner revolution it brings. You'll notice it when your heart resists sin naturally, your du'as feel personal, your eyes soften during sujud, and your peace comes not from this world, but from standing before Allah. You don't know what rank Salah has given you. A hadith about 2 brothers. One died 40 days before the other. The companions assumed the first would be in a higher rank, but the Prophet Muhammad corrected them, saying, Don't you know what rank the second man's prayer raised him to? That extra month of 5 daily prayers. Maybe it erased decades of weakness. Maybe it brought him closer to Jannah than anyone could imagine. Never underestimate the Salah you offer today. You don't know what it's doing to your akhirah, so what should you do now? Ask yourself, when was the last time I really felt my Salah? Do I rush it, or do I run to it? Am I standing before Allah with humility, or with haste? It's never too late to start praying better. Even if you've been praying for 30 years, today can be the day your Salah begins to transform you. My dear brothers and sisters, the next prayer you offer might be the one that saves you, that softens you, that brings you back to Allah. Don't waste it. Don't treat it like a burden. Embrace it like the gift that it is. And if this message touched your heart, don't keep it to yourself. Subscribe to Islamic Echoes for more reminders that touch the soul. Like this video so YouTube knows it's worth sharing. Drop a comment. Ya Allah, make my Salah my salvation. Share this video with someone who needs to reconnect. Until next time, may your sujood be long, your heart be soft, and your soul find peace in Salah. Islamic Echoes.